Hey friends, it's Melissa. I was here decorating my Christmas tree and I was looking at the items that I have for Christmas and it's a little overflowing at the moment. So what I want to do is go ahead and I'm going to lay out all of my items and I'm going to bring you on a declutter with me. Yay! So I just want to know, go ahead and what I'm going to do is group them together by style, which I generally already have. And then I'm going to decide what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And then I'm going to post those on a free site for people to come and come pick up for free so that they have decorations for their Christmas trees. So I don't have very many and they're not high quality. So I'm not sure if anybody's going to want them, but I still am going to do that right now. So I'm going to bring you along while I declutter. As I said, I'm going to start going through these, so I will lay them out. It's going to be a little bit harder for you to see, but I'm going to just show you kind of what I'm doing at the moment. So I bought these on deep clearance last year, and I thought, or a couple years ago, let's put it that way, and I actually didn't use them last year or the year before. So I needed to fully decide, am I going to commit to this to hang them outside or not? So those were from the Dollar Tree, and they were after Christmas. So then we have a little light up tree, and I love this. So this is definitely a keeper. What I'm doing is sorting them into different sections. We have the black and check, the black and white check. We have a silver, we have some gold, and we have a lot of red. So let's keep sorting here real quick. So I'm going to put this with the red, like a classic Christmas. I'm going to put this with a red as well. And this is a classic Christmas as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over there. And my daughter is 10, so she likes this classic Christmas look. So I've generally been doing the look mainly for her. So we just have some decor for outside. Again, I think I bought those on clearance at the Dollar Tree last year. So we have just a few items here. I think this is all generally more of a classic Christmas, so I'm just going to put it in this section here. My daughter loved these last year. She picked them out, so I will put these with her little Christmas tree, see if she wants to decorate with those. I may also put them out with her decor. I also have this. I really think I'm going to let this one go, but I will put it over here with my silver. That way I can sort by colors. I think that will be a lot easier. And who doesn't need a wreath hanger? And what we have here is ribbon. I hate to say how long ago that I purchased this. Probably getting over 15 years ago and haven't used it yet. I think that is a very good idea to go ahead and give this to somebody who is actually going to use it. I'm not good at creating bows, even though that's what I purchased it for. I cannot create a bow for the life of me. I've watched so many and I have not used it yet. So I think this is one thing that really needs to go. So I'm going to put that to the side. This is another item that I bought a very long time ago. It's just a gift basket, and obviously it was a Joann Fabrics item as well. And I haven't used this either. I may have used it a couple years, but I think it's time to let this go as well. That's very difficult for me to say, but I'd rather somebody else use it. And then the rest of this is just outside garland that we're going to decorate with this year. So I'm going to keep this close by so that we make sure that we use that. Now, because this has our outside garland in it, what I think I'm going to do is make an outside box. So I'm going to put our hanger in here as well. That way we have it. I believe that was already in there. And then we also, end of last year, I had to restring the lights on my tree last year. So we had a couple that I purchased on discount, and we didn't use them all. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in here as well. They're indoor outdoor, so whenever we decorate for the front porch, which I think I'm going to do this year, I will have these all ready to go with the garland. So hopefully will remember to decorate because I always put it back. And then I end up forgetting to decorate. It's like, come on. So I did buy these. I believe they were 50 cents on the clearance section last year. So I wanted to decorate the front, and I used some of them for the tree. So, well, I think I'm at a point where I need to actually start sorting through some of these so that I can make a little bit more room on my couch. I don't have very many items here to get rid of, but I don't believe. So right now, let's go ahead and sort through and see what we can find. So here's a little bit more of a close-up. So we have obviously the red and black check that everybody seemed to go through. And then I have just the traditional reds. I have had these ornaments since my husband and I have been married. So for over 18 years. And this one here is just the tree skirt. I also purchased this whenever my husband and I got married. So it's a little bit nostalgic, and I kind of like to keep it around. So these, I think this is the first thing. I think these need to go. I do not believe that I'm going to use them, and I would rather someone else be able to use them. So we're going to put them over here with our pile of let's go ahead and get rid of. All right, so here are a few other items. I used this about 3 years in a row. All of these items pretty much came from the Dollar Tree. I think it's just time for me to say it's okay, and hopefully somebody else will love this. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go as well. This Merry Christmas, I have had this for a long period of time. I don't even remember where I purchased it. I believe the Dollar Tree, but I probably have had it for over 10 years. I keep thinking I'm going to make a wreath out of it, but I really have to be realistic and say it's not going to happen if it hasn't happened yet. So it is time for me to let that go. This is also something that I bought on clearance at the Dollar Tree at the end of season, and I just don't, again, it doesn't quite go with the style. I think my daughter loves this, so I need to ask her about that, and then I will see if I should get rid of it or not. He's cute though, so I may hang it outside or something with the decorations. Well, this is what I have for the black and red, and I do believe that I'm going to go ahead and let this go. There may be a few items like these. They actually will go with my style, with the red tree that I do plan on keeping, and the rest of it I am going to put it on so that somebody hopefully will be able to use it and enjoy it. Well, it's not the most flattering angle, but we're going to get this done anyways. So that feels better, so much better already. We do have the red, and I did pull out some of the star red with the natural tones in it. That way, if I wanted to decorate it with the red trees, then I have that possibility too. There's the red set right here. Again, those are the old ornaments that we've had for a very long time. Now, I did pull these out because I do not like the look of these. I am going to attempt a little DIY with these. We will see if that is going to happen or not, so I'm going to put those aside. And then I also did purchase these for my daughter's little tree, Dollar Tree tree, but she didn't really want to use them, so I'm going to see if I can DIY those as well. And then I found these. These were also, I bought them the same time with this set here. So I'm not really into this really bright gold anymore, so I'm going to try and see if I can DIY those. So those are going to go over there for a project. So now we still have this tree skirt, and then I have a ribbon that I generally put on that red tree, red and gold ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the tree skirt. That way everything's contained in one area. I also have these. Again, I did contain them in this because the fake snow was falling all over the place and getting on all of the other items. So, and it's also easy to find. So I'm going to put those in with the skirt and the ribbon, and then we're going to go with that. I purchased these large bags at the Dollar Tree. I really like to separate all of my items and by color and style into these bags. That way, if I really this is all I want to go ahead and pull out, then I can just pull this out and it's not going to mess up the rest of the bag, the rest of my bin. So see that I have this one and I have this one. So this is my red tree. I generally like to have one bag per tree, but because the tree skirt's in there, it kind of takes up a lot of space in that one. So we're on to the next. When I'm decluttering, I like to group my items together and work on little tiny projects at a time. That does not always happen, but that's way if I'm pulled away for this reason or that reason, I don't have to clean up everything and I don't see the mess the entire time. That I'm very sensitive to clutter, so I like to do different sections. So here are the sections that I'm going to be working on. So the next section will be they're kind of miscellaneous items. We have our silver. Those also came in with, I bought 2 sets, like I said, 18 years ago-ish. One had gold and one had green and one had blue. They were just a mixture of colors, and these silver ones are actually from that. And then also I bought a tube of them from the Dollar Tree. So I don't use those very often because my husband is not he's not a big fan of silver. So those are kind of like my backup. Like sometimes I add them into different colors as I go. These are all Dollar Tree items. I do tend to shop at Dollar Tree to find a different look. But then I also I have a couple sets of just a few items rather than a set. So that kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. And then these are items that I bought because I have a little small tier tray. I like to change my style often. So I like to have these for my tier tray so that I can change it out whenever, depending on what mood I'm in. These items I also purchased at a discount. So at the end of the season, when it's 50s, 75% off at Walmart or wherever I might find them, Target, that's when I end up purchasing these because I do, like I said, I like different styles, as you can see. Okay, so now it's time to sort. Let's look at these items first. Now, I think what I'm going to do with these, they are Peace, Joy, and Believe metal pieces. During 2020, everybody was doing DIYs, and I do believe that I purchased it for a DIY project, but I did not actually use them. But I also didn't remember I had 3 of them. So I obviously did not use them, so I will hold on to one, but I will go ahead and let somebody else use the other. Again, I'm looking at things, if it's going to clutter up my house and my mind, then it's better for me to give it to somebody else who actually will be able to use it. That's the whole point. So you can see right here, these are my red and the black and white check. So this is how I like to store mine. And then you get to see the outside bin is also kind of ready to go. But this is how I like to store them so that I can easily pull a bag out and decorate for the year and then be able to put everything back really quickly. It seems like it does take up a little bit more space, but knowing that I can pull it out right away is very, very helpful for me. Okay, to make it easier, I thought it would be easier for me just to place everything on the couch. Sometimes you gotta just take comfort and say, okay, I gotta change things up just a little bit so that I can review things. What I'm doing right now is making sure I have space for the decorations I just put up and a little bit of space for any DIY that I might have, which might not be a lot. So right now we have one for my daughter's tree. We have this miscellaneous bin here, and I have some DIY ornaments in here that we may do this year. So I have to find out from my daughter if she's interested in that. We also have the outdoor bin that we need to put up as well. And then we also have the items that I showed you on that side that I need to be able to move and put inside of the bins where they need to go. So that's what I'm working on right now. Well, now I am clearing out and finishing up. So you can see everything is put away where it needs to be. And now I'm going to go ahead and vacuum.
Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope that you found something useful. I'm sorry that I was very chatty. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you, and I hope you have a blessed day.